and girls and all, to Division 2, the summit. Obviously, I am going to be showing you a run through from floor 1 to 10. I am currently obviously running a Eclipse Protocol skill tier, which is core attributes all yellow cores, and just know that once obviously get to level 10, I will be then obviously going back to the main lobby. I will then obviously do then floor 10 on heroic with other fellow agents. Obviously, with regards to that, I will not include. I will end this stream, and then I'll do another stream where the audio from other players will not be included. So yeah, all you'll just have is the audio from the game itself, and that is it. If you've got any comments or anything, just put it down below, and just know that obviously we'll get cracking in 2 seconds. Right, so today's build, we run a technician with the exotic Scorpio shotgun. Obviously with the latest update for Division 2, where they've brought it out, obviously the expertise, so where you become proficient in said weapon, right? So with regards to my Scorpio, so obviously proficiency, you have to get like proficiency, which means use the gun and then you get experience with it, and then eventually you max it out to level 10. Once you get to level 10 proficiency, that's when you can upgrade the expertise. Expertise, obviously at this moment in time I've got level 2, so I'm doing an additional 2% weapon damage. Obviously I've optimized my weapon damage core attributes to 15% shotgun damage. It does 12% armor damage to armor, as well as an additional 10% crit hit damage. They're all god rolled. God rolled means that it's literally, the terminology in Division 2, god rolled is maxed out. So the talent, here it is. Talent: Septic Shock. Shooting at a target applies a stacks of venom which lasts for 10 seconds. Increasing stacks add Increasing stacks add more severe debuffs to the target. So 1 is poison, so 1 shot is poison, 3 shots is disorient, 6 shots from the shotgun Scorpio add a electric shock to them, and then 7 or more targets take additional 20% damage from all sources. Stacks no longer increase. Duration of the status effects is based on the percentage of pellets hit on applying shot. So if I'm shooting this NPC enemy and I'm shooting him 7 times, and then obviously taking all like extra additional damage from all sources, if I'm running a group, and then obviously I'm then quickly reloading, I've got another 7 rounds in the chamber again, then obviously I'm doing another 7 shots. That's an additional the status effects will increase the duration. The status effects duration will increase based on the percentage of pellets hitting the target. And moving on, so obviously I'm running a test subject, which obviously God rolled weapon damage or assault rifle damage, health damage, obviously attributes, damage to armor has been recalibrated, and that's at 5%. I will be changing that. Oh, excuse me. And so the talent for this, Perfectly in Sync, states that hitting an enemy grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Furthermore, using a non-shield skill or Damaging an enemy with a skill grants a 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. So it's a double-edged sword, this AR, test subject. Which, here's the double-edged sword bit at the bottom. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. So if both buffs are active at the same time, so if I'm hitting an enemy with a skill, like say let's say if I'm using a turret, right? So I've thrown out my turret, and obviously I've got my test subject assault rifle AR equipped. So obviously my assault rifle, my assault turret, sorry, is attacking enemies, right? So that there, it gives an additional 20%, right? And obviously, because I'm using a non-shield skill, right there off the bat, I'm getting additional 20% weapon damage for all my weapons. Well, mainly this one being used, right? But because both buffs will be active, right? You'll notice it in the bottom right hand bottom below where my ammo is. You'll notice like the symbol, the two cogs that are connected. You'll see it. So what will end up happening is when both buffs are active, it's doubled. So not only will I get 40% skill damage for 10 seconds, I'll also get an additional 40% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So it's not only is the damage is increased, for the damage is doubled, it's also the timeline. So where it's 5 seconds, it's going to be for 10 seconds or thereabout. I think it's between 5 and 10 seconds. I think it's doubled, but I know the skill damage and the weapon damage is doubled. So that'd be 40% for skill and weaponry damage. For the sidearm, I'm running a TDI card custom, obviously skill tier, so it gives me that extra skill. But obviously I'm running a 6 skill, plus the technician is another skill tier, that's 7, plus the TDI card, that's an 8. So really I'm pretty much in overdrive. What that overcharge means is, because I'm at skill tier 6, which that will mean is, right, it's down here, it's not quite visible, but overcharge gives me an additional 6 stinger charges, which I've already got, but the damage is increased from 120 to 200, so I get an additional 80% damage, and then an additional 70% range with additional 50% drone speed, exactly the same amount of health, but then also the skill haste is 100%. Same with regards to this. Obviously I run the Firestarter chem launcher, so what it'll do is it'll give me obviously 6 ammo. Radius will be increased from 30 to 135, so that's 105%, with additional 40% increased burn duration and an exact same amount of damage, burn damage. Furthermore, obviously I have burn mods, right? So I have burn strength, and obviously I have an ammo slot. Huh. That should not be happening. 2 seconds, guys.
Backup request declined.
Right, I've switched all that off. That's the last thing I need in the background is obviously the requesting for backup. So, moving forward, where was we? Oh yes, right, moving forward. So, I run obviously Eclipse Protocol, right? So I've got the Vile Exotic Mask, which is obviously it's a skill tier, a core attribute, status effects, hazard protection, and skill duration. Obviously, the skill talent on this is Toxic Delivery. Status effect also applied a damage over time debuff for 10 seconds. Here's the Achilles heel, or as I call it, double-edged sword. Total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage, and increased by your status effect attributes. So, with that said, right, my concussion grenades are at, hold on, I'll tell you exactly how much that is. That's at 1.4 million damage, right? So for 50%, right, we will do that. We'll type that into something. Hang on. So for this Vile Mask that I am running, I am doing an additional 703,440 in addition extra damage. But then it also states the total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage, and increased by your status effect attributes, right? So it increases by my status effect attributes. So because I've got God Rolled status effect on my Vile Mask, obviously look, 15% status effect on my Eclipse Protocol, and obviously I've got skill haste, but then obviously my Eclipse Protocol backpack applies all damage you deal to status affected targets by 30%. So not only are they doing a 50, they do 80 extra damage. But then there's my chest piece that I run, right, that has status effects with 8.7 and skill haste 11.1 mod. But the chest piece talent is, it increases indirect transmission range from 10 meters to 15, and a refresh percentage from 50% to 75%. What that entails is, for every status effect they gain from my shotgun, albeit my skills, right, they gain an additional 50% from my concussion grenade, which is 703,000. On top of that, they gain an additional, so then obviously so in total they gain 50% from my concussion grenade, and then an additional 30% because of the backpack I run. And then not only that, because of the Vile Mask, it's increased further because of the status effect attributes that I run. So what we will do is we'll go to here and we will look at status effect, which it should say somewhere around here. It's around here somewhere. See, look, I've got burn resistance. See, I've got all this resistance, yeah, of like, where is it? Look, hazard protection of 41.6%, because I'm running Eclipse Protocol hazard protection, and my Anakina's watch is at hazard protection level 10 or 50. Two seconds, guys. Right, it's okay. So obviously, like, I've got bleed resistance at 41.6%, blind and / death resistance, burn resistance, disorientation resistance, disrupt resistance, ensnare resistance, poison resistance, shock resistance, and etc, etc. So Okay, so in a way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tally up exactly how much status effect we're doing. So we've got 10% there, right? And then we go on to this one, which obviously, because we run an Eclipse protocol, right? It's obviously plus an additional 15%, but then obviously indirect transmission of the 4 pieces, obviously we're running 5 except the mask, right? So status effect now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters and refreshed to 50% of the duration. But the thing is, that actually is increased because of the chess piece we run. So then obviously we look at the chess piece we've got, and obviously, look, an additional 8.7 status effect. So then we add 8.7. But then I could increase that because I have a mod that can be increased on that. The attributes, I can upgrade that. So we'll do that in one moment. We can upgrade that as well. So that's 9.3. And then what do we have here? 6.9. We're just going to do this for what we've got for so far. Right, and then this one, obviously I'm proficient, so I haven't upgraded it yet. So we've got a God rolled skill haste. So at the moment, right, I'm running at 100 and... No, sorry, the skill haste attributes, I'm at 49.9% skill status effect, sorry. So increasing that with the additional 50% plus the 30%, so that's 80 plus an additional 50, so you're looking at 130% additional status effect. But that's what this thing does, right? Total damage is dealt equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage and concussion grenade damage, and is increased by your status effect attributes. So because I've got so many status effect attributes, it is currently will be sitting roughly around 130 to 140% status effect, meaning that when they get attacked by my fire starter, which applies burn status, like there's right there on its own 8 launchers, or 8 burn chem launcher bombs, whatever you want to call it, grenades, what you want to call them, I don't know, canisters, right? It's got burn damage of 210,000 and duration of 10 seconds, and obviously damage at 420,737. But then obviously you come over to the Stinger Hive. I've got 18 charges, and for per charge, so that's per stinger. Hang on, sorry guys, just adjusting my headset. So, so for every 1 charge that is released to an enemy, they get a damage of 647,183 with the status effect damage of 47,333 bleed damage, and then the bleed duration is 10.5 seconds, meaning that if it's a red NPC, they will die instantaneously. A purple with armor will bleed and then eventually die off, but then for every person it attacks, it just rolls on, which is why I will show you in the next room, room I go into next. Alright, the other build I have also is the very absolute amazing build, is this. Is the Hardwire Seeker build. I call it the Seeker Mine build, Seeker Mines, right? The reason why this is a Hardwire build for the Seeker Mines is because that ball there throws out 10 cluster Seeker Mines that go out attacking enemies. But then when you throw a when you throw a hive out, it refreshes the Seeker Mine, and it refreshes every 10 seconds. The Seeker Mine. So every 10 seconds, I'm throwing out Seeker Mines. So I could be throwing out Seeker Mines, like, so for every 10 seconds, that's 10 Seeker Mines. So in the space of 20 to 30 seconds, that's 30 Seeker Mines. That's 30 enemies dead, or a lot of damage dealt. But I tend to run with this one because obviously I love it so much. Obviously we're skill tier 6. Well, really, if there was a way to to really show you what skill tier I'm at, it would be the 6 plus the skill tier on the technician plus the TDI card. That's 8, skill tier 8. So yeah, right, so moving on, obviously with regards to the watch, obviously for every, it'll tell you here, there you go, look, every 5 SHD levels you will automatically receive a small health boost plus 1 selectable reward of your choice. I currently have shade level 432. Current health boost is 12,960. Obviously you can see for yourself. I have 1 skill point left to put on here, and which I will acquire it to my armor, because the one that people tend to say to go for is health then armor, but really not really health, but when you do this, go armor, hazard protection, and then once that's done, them two are done first. Then you focus on these two, and obviously with the offensive you focus on crit chance, crit damage and weapon damage, then 3 first. Then you focus on headshot damage. Your skills, it doesn't really matter really. And then your green cores, it doesn't really matter. Scavenging points, obviously I have none, but when you get some, you scavenge whatever you want. So you can choose money, resources, or SHD recalibration. And that is it. So on that note guys, let's get cracking. So let's go right here, let's restock. Yes, it, lovely jubbly. Right, let's put an extra 1 in the chamber. See, that's what you can do. You can press square, right, and it gives you 1 in the chamber, 7 in the magazine. That's an armor kit. Obviously I've got a flashlight on my TDI card so I can see in dark spots like that. This is going to be fun because there's no door there. Oh, how lovely. Right, equipping my test subject. Let's go back here, make sure we've got plenty of ammo. Even though we just took 1 out, just always make sure you've got plenty of ammo. So walk into this room. Right, here's my hive, and I'm throwing it. Job done. And there's the damage. And look at the indirect. If you look closely, they die within seconds, without them knowing they're walking into a trap, and then they get attacked. And then Bob's your uncle, and I can't say the other word because obviously I'm on YouTube. So yeah, you know, people know the saying. So Bob's your uncle, Eileen's your aunt, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So now I've got to wait for my hive to refresh. Oh, hello. So we'll equip our burn. You say this hurts. You hope it hurts. No, you don't want it to hurt you. Is any more coming out? No? Okay. Bye bye! Hence the vial mask, it transfers the damage back to an enemy and they get bleed, and then obviously if I was in the room they'll get burns damage as well. He burnt himself. And there you are, hostiles bled. And you level up as well. Happy days. Oh look, burn and done. Oh, I like that. Let's have a look, see what this is. No, we won't have that. We'll just deconstruct it and we'll pick that up. Let it refresh itself. Oh, league rank increased. Recruit level 2. Lovely jubbly. Thank you very much. Floor 1 cleared. This is going to take me a little bit longer because I'm running a skill tier. Obviously, if I really wanted to, I could go full DPS. Comes in handy running a skill tier because obviously you got skill haste. That's at 5. 3 more. That's alright, because we'll just use the
System curtailed.
oh no.
System restored.
I hate jammers.
System
No,
disrupted.
too close. God's sake.
System reactivated.
There's only one way I can do this. I know I don't like doing it, but changing my build. And no. Okay. Yep, we'll run this one.
System malfunctioning.
Oh, you slide dog.
System restored.
No. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. We'll continue this next time, guys.